Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine with co-host Lowbelly. Season 7, Episode 13, Field of Fire. So this is yet another Dax episode, but it actually has the return of Joran Dax, who I think this is now the third time that we've seen him. So it starts out pretty kind of funny where another Starfleet officer is basically being recognized for being a great fighter pilot and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny because they're talking about how young he is because he's only 22. And he's like, Dr. Bashir, if there's one thing I could do, or Dr. Bashir says, anything you want, you name it and it's yours. And he's like, can I go to the holodeck with you and Chief O'Brien? And they're both just like, no, that's anything but that. Nope, that's a time in the holodeck is special. It's with friends. And it's just kind of funny because that's their bromance and it's their special place together. So the main story, he ends up dying or being killed, and Ezri wants to prove herself and is trying to find out who the killer is. And so they do this whole investigation and they go to his quarters and he has this picture, and it's kind of funny because she pokes the picture and it just comes to life, and it's just him and his girlfriend, and they start laughing and stuff, and it's almost like Harry Potter with the moving pictures. I was like, that's actually kind of a real thing. We're pretty much there in our society with moving pictures. So Ezri decides that she can't figure this out by herself because she can't think the way a killer does. So she ends up bringing the Joran personality to the forefront, and she ends up seeing him everywhere. And so they start doing research, and Chief O'Brien and Odo are looking into it. And they realize that, to just kind of jump to the end, he was shot with a rifle that they basically have this X-ray vision thing, goggles, whatever, and they're able to look through the station, and then the rifle has a mini transporter on it, so when you shoot the rifle, the bullet is beamed out of the gun as it's moving and into the person. So it's point blank range, but you can shoot them from anywhere. So it's kind of a cool technique where we see this. And throughout the episode, Joran is basically just trying to turn Ezri into a killer, but it's not working. And we see two other people who are murdered. One of them was kind of cool. It was a Bolian, and Ezri mentions how he had a wife and kids and a co-husband. And I was like, what's a co-husband? So I don't know if it's a bisexual relationship or just two guys sharing her or what's going on. But I'm super interested in the Bolian culture now. So she ends up realizing, or with Joran's help, that the only thing that these three Starfleet officers have in common is they all had pictures of people laughing. And so, by deductive reasoning, they come up with it has to be a Vulcan, and there's 48 Vulcans, Starfleet Vulcans on Deep Space Nine, which is actually a lot more than I thought there'd be. And it kind of just jumps to the end, not even my choice. It just jumps where they get into the elevator, and there's the killer right there. And so Ezri uses the goggle rifle thing and finds him pretty much right when he finds her, but she shoots him first and then he misses her. And when she gets there, Joran's kill him now. But she calls for security and he gets arrested. It turns out his crew had been killed, and so he has this negative connotation with emotion, and he just took it out kind of the wrong way by killing people who are laughing. So overall, I don't know. I feel like this episode could have been a lot better. I like how they're giving Ezri her own episodes, but this one, I don't know. It just kind of seemed all over the place. There wasn't a lot to it, and I wanted it more grounded. For those who have seen this one, what did you guys think about it? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys for Chimera.